Myself, JVN Dr. K.K. Chaudhary, Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women University. My subject is Animal Physiology and Endocrinology. And today we will discuss the second part of the physiology of the urine formation. We have earlier discussed about the glomerular filtration. Now the second part, that is the tubular reabsorption, and third is the tubular secretion. Then the first, the tubular, what is the principle of tubular reabsorption and secretion? The volume of the fluid entering the PCT in just half an hour is greater than those blood plasma volume because the normal rate of glomerular filtration is so high. Obviously, some of this fluid must be returned somehow to the bloodstream. Reabsorption, the return of most of the filtered water and many of the filtered solute to the bloodstream, is the second basic function of the nephron and collecting ducts. Normally, about 99% of filtered water is reabsorbed. Epithelial cells all along the renal tubule and ducts carry out reabsorption, but PCT cells make the largest contribution. Solutes that are reabsorbed by both active and the passive process include glucose, amino acid, urea, and ions such as sodium ion, potassium ion, calcium ions, chloride ions, bicarbonate and phosphate ions. Once fluid passes through the proximal convoluted tubules, cells located more distally fine-tune the reabsorption process to maintain homeostatic balance of the water and the selected ions. Then, the third function of the nephron and collecting duct is the tubular secretion, transfer of material from blood and tubule cells into the glomerular filtrate. Secreted substance include hydrogen ions, potassium ions, ammonium ions, creatinine, and certain drugs such as penicillin. Tubular secretion has two important outcomes: secretion of hydrogen ions that help control blood pH, and secretion of other substances help eliminate them from the body. Now we will discuss one by one the reabsorption and secretion in the proximal convoluted tubule. The largest amount of solute and water reabsorption from filtered fluid occurs in PCT, which absorbs 65% of the filtered water, sodium and potassium ions, 100% of most filtered organic solute such as glucose and amino acid, 50% of the filtered chloride ions, 80 to 90% of filtered bicarbonate ions, 50% of the filtered urea, and a variable amount of filtered calcium ion, magnesium ion, and phosphate ions. Most of the solute absorption in the proximal convoluted tubule involves sodium ions. Sodium ions transport occurs via symporter and antiporters mechanism in the proximal convoluted tubule. Normally, filtered glucose, amino acids, lactic acid, and other nutrients are not lost in the urine. Rather, they are completely reabsorbed in the first half of proximal convoluted tubule by several types of sodium symporter located into the apical membrane. In the figure, you can see operation of one such symporter, the sodium glucose symporter, in the apical membrane cell in the PCT. Two sodium ions and a molecule of glucose attached to the symporter protein, which carry them from tubular fluid into the tubular cell. The glucose molecule then exit the basolateral membrane via facilitated diffusion, and they diffuse into the peritubular capillaries. Other sodium ions symporter in the PCT reclaim filtered phosphate ions and sulfate ions, all amino acid and lactic acid, in a similar way. In other secondary active transport, sodium hydrogen antiporters carry filtered sodium hydrogen antiporters carry filtered sodium ions down its concentration gradient into a PCT cell as hydrogen ion is moved from cytosol into the lumen, causing sodium ions to be reabsorbed into the blood and hydrogen ions to be secreted into the tubular fluid. PCT cell produce hydrogen ions needed to be secreted into tubular fluid. PCT cell produce the hydrogen ions needed to keep the antiporter running in the following way. Carbon dioxide diffuses from the peritubular blood, is produced by metabolic reaction within the cell, as also occur in the RBC. The enzyme carbonic anhydrase catalyze the reaction of CO2 with water and form the carbonic acid, which then dissociate into the hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ions. Most of the bicarbonate ions in the filtered fluid is reabsorbed in PCT, thereby safeguarding the body supply of important buffer. After hydrogen ion is secreted into the fluid within the lumen of PCT, it reacts with bicarbonate ions to form carbonic acid, which radially dissociate into CO2 and H2O. Carbon dioxide then diffuses into the tubule cell and join with water to form carbonic acid, which dissociate into hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ions. As the level of bicarbonate ions rises in the cytosol, it exits via facilitated diffusion transporter in the basolateral membrane and diffuse into the blood with sodium ions. Thus, for every hydrogen ion secreted into the tubular fluid of the PCT, one bicarbonate ion and one sodium ions are reabsorbed. Solute reabsorption in PCT tubule promote osmosis of water, as a reabsorbed solute increases the osmolarity first inside the tubule and then solute reabsorption in PCT promotes osmosis of water. Each reabsorbed solute increases the osmolarity first inside the tubule cell, then in interstitial fluid, and finally in the blood. Water thus moves rapidly from tubular fluid via both paracellular and transcellular route into the peritubular capillaries and restore osmotic balance. Cell lining the PCT tubule and descending limb of loop of Henle is specially permeable to water because they have many molecules of aquaporine. This integral protein increase the rate of water movement across the apical and basolateral membrane. As water leaves the tubular fluid, the concentration of remaining filtered solute increases. In the second half of the PCT, Electrochemical gradient for chloride ions, potassium and calcium, magnesium, urea promote their passive diffusion into peritubular capillaries via both paracellular and transcellular route. Among these ions, chloride ions is present in highest concentration. Diffusion of negatively charged chloride ion into interstitial fluid via the paracellular route make the interstitial fluid electrically more negative than the tubular fluid. This negativity promotes passive paracellular reabsorption of cations such as potassium ions, calcium ion and magnesium ions. PCT cells can produce additional ammonia by deaminating the amino acids glutamine in a reaction that also generate bicarbonate ions. The NH3 quickly bind hydrogen ions to become an ammonium ions which can substitute for hydrogen ions aboard sodium hydrogen antiporter in the apical membrane and be secreted into the tubular fluid. The bicarbonate ions generated in this reaction move through basolateral membrane and then diffuse into the bloodstream, providing additional buffer in the blood plasma. The next topic of the physiology of the urine formation we will discuss into the next slide, and that is the reabsorption into the loop of Henle and DCT. This session is powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you. Thank you very much.